To do an interior detail, step by step. This is my process. It may not be the best process, but I'll show you what I do. Step 1, remove any trash or personal items. Another step I like to do, but isn't 100% necessary, but I like to take a blow tool, air compressor, and blow any loose debris in the carpet, on the seats, on the dashboard, and the vents, and everywhere else around the car to loosen any debris that I can. Here's some of the tools I'll be using for the first step. I have a medium and a large detailing brush. This is a fine mesh, chemical resistant. Any brush will work. This is just what I use. I like to have one stiff brush on hand. Of course, I've already showed you my air compressor blowout tool. This is a specialty one, but it doesn't have to be one of these. And of course, some microfiber towels. This step, I'm going to be cleaning all the plastics. I'll do the door panels, do the dash top to bottom, I'll do the pedals, I'll do the steering wheel, do the center console, do the whole driver's cockpit, including pillars here. I'll do this pillar here. Then I'll go into the back. I'll work my way around, back, vehicle over there, cleaning only the plastics first. Sometimes I'll wipe down the headliner in this process too. Mostly for this step, I'm cleaning plastics though. As far as the chemical I'm using, you can go to any AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advanced Auto, whatever. Get yourself some interior cleaner. Now, there's another product that's called an interior detailer. That product will have some plastic dressing in it as well. My personal opinion is, if your car is fairly clean already, that may be a good option. It's not going to leave too good of a dressing, but it's also not going to clean as good. I prefer to do each step separately. So first, I'm going to get some interior cleaner. You can find some at any auto parts store, but you could also just use any type of all-purpose cleaner or degreaser. You're going to use a degreaser, make sure it's not mixed too strong, because it can turn some plastics white and leave a residue. First, we spray down the panel to be clean. So I take my small brush. Again, you can just use a rag if you want. This is just how I do it. I'm a detailer, so I'm expected to do things at a little bit higher standard. So I get into all my little cracks. Now I'll get my bigger brush. Again, this step isn't 100% necessary, especially if you're doing your own vehicle. You can spray it and clean it off and wipe it with only a towel, which would work just fine. Again, I get paid to do this, so I try to do it to the best standard I can to get the best results possible. I like to have my customers come back to me, so I take no shortcuts. Alright, now the door is cleaned down. We're going to take our microfiber towel. You could also use a terry cloth or an old t-shirt. Just like that, I'll go around anything that's plastic in the whole vehicle, the seat rails, under the dash, the pedals, the vents, inside of the vents, which is where I take these brushes and work inside of the vents. Any little cracks or spaces, the brushes are into there, those little kind of space. That, of course, are the vents, this kind of crack here, all that kind of stuff. So, dashboard, pillars, consoles, tail, glove boxes, anything plastic in the whole vehicle. Next up, vacuuming. While I'm vacuuming, I have a couple important things near me at times. I'll have the vacuum, of course. I will have a crevice tool. I will have a second crevice tool that's longer and has a smaller inlet. I'll have ear protection, in this case in the form of headphones, so I can listen to music or podcast. I will have another firm brush, as I talked about before. Firm brush will help to pull debris out of corners and tight spots and loosen the carpet fibers so I can get debris out. I also have this mini screwdriver. I use it for a lot, but while vacuuming, I can scrape stuff that's ground into the carpet, dirt clods, or whatever it may be. So a headlamp. Lighting is very important. I have all these bright lights around, but still, you look in there, it's dark, right? Especially now that it's dark outside. We're gonna vacuum. I'm gonna start here on the floorboard. I'm gonna get underneath the seat. I'm gonna get all the way up under the first floorboard where the carpet stops. I'm not just gonna do the floorboard here. I'm gonna vacuum until I'm getting no more debris staying up when I ruffle the carpet. If debris is still coming up, I keep vacuuming. It's not a quick run over, and move on. Say I'm working here, right? And I do this. Of course, the vacuum would be on and sucking this up. And then this section is done now. That's not how it works. This section is not done until I'm vacuuming and vacuuming and vacuuming. And then I'll get my brush and more debris will come up. And I'll vacuum and vacuum and vacuum. And then until no more dirt comes up. You can do this with a car wash vacuum. They have plenty of power and plenty of suction. On Amazon, they have a product like this that fits a car wash vacuum. You can buy this, take it to the car wash with you, and that gets you so you're able to get into a lot more smaller areas and vacuum up more debris. But those big wide car wash inlets, they're really big, so it's hard to fit into a lot of places.
You can obviously use a shop vac at home and buy your own crevice tool as well.
See in there? See how it's still, if I push this plastic back, see how it's still in there? That's when I'll use either the screwdriver or the brush, and I'll get the fibers underneath like that. I'm not just going to be cleaning the vacuuming carpet. I'm going to also do the seat and anything else that's fabric, because I'm going to be cleaning these seats, but I need to vacuum up all the dirt, all the dust, all the debris, all the chip crumbs and french fries out of the seats and such like that. Also, in this case, pet hair. So that way when I clean the seats and I spray on the cleaning solution, I'm not making mud pies here. Catch my drift? Next up, we're cleaning carpet. We're cleaning the seats. For this, I'm going to be using a carpet cleaner, which you can buy at Walmart, or you can get a specified auto carpet one at O'Reilly's or AutoZone, or my favorite place to buy a lot of this stuff is Amazon. All the products that I've been using here, you can purchase on Amazon. If I remember, I'll try to leave a list of all the products I use in the description. So, I have a regular all-purpose cleaner. I have a carpet and fabric cleaner. I'm trying to do this whole detail using stuff that the regular person could get, instead of like specialty stuff that only detailers would have available. I'm just going to use a regular, cleaning method that anybody could do at home, the same way I'm doing it here. First up, next up, windows. Well, glass. I've already cleaned this one, but before I do the regular windshield and all this stuff that we would normally do, I want to point out a couple things. When cleaning glass, this isn't the only glass in the truck. It's important to remember to do your instrument panel. It's important to remember to do your screen. And one of the most important things, do your rearview mirror. That's so dirty. And you want to make sure you're doing it streak free. There's two ways to do that. One,
just pay a professional.
The best way is to use 2 towels. Spray one towel, get it nice and moist. You wipe the window really good. Put your hand, fold your towel up, keep your hand flat against it. Sorry, I know the light's there. But keep your hand flat and you press up against the glass firmly. Another thing that can help with glass is one of these tools. Again, you can order these on Amazon, or sometimes you can find them at Walmart, places like that. But you simply put it flat on the window and that'll help you reach the bottom. Now, if I use one of these, I use my towel for the second half and I don't use this part. So I'm going to spray the glass directly because I'm using this deal. And I'm going to basically use this as the glass scrubber or the cleaner part. Obviously, windshields are the hardest. Actually, the hardest piece of glass in a car is on a sedan, like a 4-door sedan, and doing the back window. Okay, now that I've cleaned it, on a windshield, a lot of times I'll use the back of my hand because I'm able to get a little bit more force. I'm pretty short, so it's not exactly easy for me to reach. Okay, I'm gonna move the towel and change to a drier part. Alright, next up, plastic dressing. This is a step that just really puts it over the top. Is it 100% necessary? No. Do I recommend it? Yes. When I say plastic dressing, I'm talking about products like Armor All, but don't use Armor All because it's crap. Order a nicer product on Amazon. Again, I'll put the link to this one in the description, along with the other products. But P&S makes nice products. 3D makes nice products. Meguiar's makes nice products. Turtle Wax makes nice products. Any of those are good. Armor All. So I have 2 things here. I have the bottle of protector, which you want to always shake up, and I use an applicator. Some people use a towel. I guess that's a personal preference. This isn't a necessity, but I like to have a spray dressing too because I like to be able to spray it inside the vent, and then it gets the dressing deep inside there. I use it on WeatherTech floor mats too because it makes them look nice. Again, you can take a towel, spray your applicator, and you put the vents down, and you can work them in there to get each one of the vents. One important factor you want to remember when doing interior dressing is make sure you don't you wipe here, and then you drop down and you wipe here, right? So you have this full section that you didn't put any dressing. That will stand out. So you want to make sure that you're not really missing spots when you do this. I know it's a little bit dark, but I moved the light so it wouldn't be putting glare on. As you see, it's facing that way. Make sure you get all the way down into the corners. Get inside the little crevices. I can feel my towel getting wet, or my applicator. Anything plastic, the whole dashboard, the side skirts of the seat here, these plastic parts for the seat post, all, like, everything. There's some types of hard plastics around radios sometimes that they'll have a smeared look, so if you put it on there and it looks like it doesn't dry, just take a white towel, a dry towel, and wipe it off, and it'll make it look nice. And now I'll put the floor mats back in, and it's finished. As I'm finishing up this video here, I realized I've never recorded the cleaning of the door jambs process on here. So just know that also in this video, one of the last steps would be me cleaning out the door jambs really good.